Well, here we are again. I'm doing my morning routine. I've been up for a little bit. I had to do my prayers and all that. I have certain videos I watch. First thing I do every morning. Now I haven't put my fucking teeth in yet to deal with it. But first thing I do every morning is I watch this video. That's it's just a video of it's a prayer of thanks, and it goes over. It definitely covers all the bases. But and some other things that I watch that are private for myself. I get right with God every morning. And then I take all this shit. These, really good. Anything from Goalie, definitely check that out. This shit, I don't know how good it works yet. I just started using it. My standby. If you have animals, you have parasites. Get rid of them. This shit, parasites. Yeah, get rid of them fuckers. You got animals, you got them. Anyway, I'll make some tea here. You're gonna have to, I'm adulting while I'm doing this shit. I'm multitasking. I live by myself with my dog and my cat. If you want to come fucking help me, you want to be my maid or whatnot, hey, feel fucking free. I don't mind doing it, but shit, I don't mind fucking help either. See, and that's one of the things I've learned about is I'm the last motherfucker in the world to ask for help. In case you haven't kind of figured that out by now, I'm just kind of built. I'm built that way. It's like I will figure it the fuck out. Or God will help me figure it out. I'm gonna do another episode of my story today. But what I first wanted to touch on is I was watching a video earlier about celebrities surprising fans and stuff like that, and it really moved me. Because I've always said, and I will always say that the greatest gift that you can give is yourself and your time. That's why you really want to piss me the fuck off. Waste my fucking time and see what happens. Because time is temporary and it is fleeting, and we have a very limited allotment of it. We don't get more, No matter what you do, you can't buy yourself more time. You ain't got enough money. You ain't got enough favor with God. You ain't God. And unless you got a fucking time machine or something, you still ain't gonna get more of it. So when it gets wasted, yeah, fucking don't. Don't waste my fucking time anyway. It pissed me the fuck off in a hurry. But when you give somebody your time and you give of yourself, that's the ultimate gift. I mean, yeah, if somebody gave me $1 million, that's great. But when somebody gives you time and they sacrifice some of their time for you, that's a true gift, and you need to fucking honor that. And if you don't honor that, there's something fucking wrong with you. I won't tell you right now, because that kind of borderline makes you a piece of shit. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is. If the shoe fits, fucking lace that bitch up and wear it with pride. And that's something that I always strive for, is if somebody truly needs me and they're not dragging me just into some bullshit or something, I'm there. I learned a long time ago, and I learned to appreciate a long time ago that, somebody giving the gift of themselves and asking nothing in return, that is a true gift. And it doesn't matter how much I may have or how much I may not have. That's always been one of my goals is, if I'm going to achieve fame, fortune, any of that bullshit, that to me it doesn't really fucking matter. That's not the measure of a man is not the fucking how many zeros on his fucking bank account or what the goddamn nameplate says on his fucking vehicle if he's got one. I've met some of the greatest human beings that didn't have fucking shit, and I've met some people that have had a fucking billionaire that was billionaire level, millionaire level fucking people. I've met people all over the world with so much means that are so fucking greedy. It's not even funny. Like I've got people close to me right now that they make millions and they're worried about 20 fucking bucks. They're worried about $100 and some odd dollar fucking hotel rooms and shit. It's like, what the fuck? I don't get that. And if you're blessed like that and you are in a position, of favor or celebrity, you know, whatever kind of celebrity it is, whether music, whatever, you know, I think you're almost obligated. At least I would feel obligated to give something back. You know, and maybe I'm just cut from a different cloth or something, but that's always been my goal. You know, I've always thought about, you know, dressing up as a character or something and going to children's hospitals and stuff, but I don't know if I could emotionally handle it now, since, you know, my transition and my forgivenesses and everything. I've always been really close with God and stuff. Got like Shriners Hospital, St. Jude and stuff like that. Barbara Bush Children's Hospital, in the city I was born. Very special places for me. Not that I've been there or know anybody that's been there, but I can't make it through a St. Joseph's commercial without crying. And you want to see real fucking strength, you walk your ass into a children's hospital sometime. Go to St. Joseph's sometime, if you can handle it. And you will see fucking strength. You will see the face of fucking God in those children. I'm not trying not to get emotional, but yeah, you want to see strength. Go see a kid with fucking cancer. Go see a kid that's been that's been told they're gonna die, and they still have happiness. They still have strength. They still have hope. I mean, it's just like, it's fucking incredible. But I don't know if I could personally handle that right now. And it's something I'm definitely looking forward to, because I've got to do something for these kids. You know, I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when I reach my full abundance, then I will be in a position to do that. And I will do that, because that's something I've always wanted to do. I don't care if I fucking become an internet sensation, world sensation. I don't give a fuck what I become. It's just, I know what God's put in my heart. And that's the bottom line. But let's get into my story. So again, one more time, if you want to give a true gift, give the gift of yourself. Give the gift of your time. But don't let people fucking squander it either. You know? Because here's another thing. If you're going to give somebody a gift, and they're just going to take, and it doesn't get reciprocated, or thanks isn't given, or something, you know, if it's squandered or shit on, don't fucking repeat it. Get them fucking people, get those motherfuckers the hell away from you, you know? They're people that I love, that I consider family, that I don't fuck with, because they're not there yet. They're not in a position in their lives for me to be able to fuck with them, because they either got chaos or whatnot. I don't bring that into my life. They'll fuck that shit. You know, I will uphold my peace with my last fucking breath. You ain't gonna upset my peace. You ain't gonna bring chaos, misery, bullshit into my fucking life. I just spent 50 fucking years getting rid of this shit. You sure as fuck ain't gonna bring it here. You know, and that goes for anybody. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if it's fucking my beloved president of the fucking, you know, God himself. Well, God wouldn't bring me chaos anyway, because he loves me. The people that love you, they won't bring chaos into your life. Remember that, people. If people are willing to bring chaos into your life and upset your peace, and they know that you've been working on yourself and getting rid of things that aren't conducive to your life and your joy and your achievements, get fucking rid of them. It's okay. You know? Doesn't mean you don't fucking love them. You can love them from afar. But if you invite chaos into your life and your life gets fucked up, that is on you. That's you. You brought that in. So don't go complaining to every motherfucker in the world getting on the end and go, oh my God, oh. No, go the fuck up. You know? You invite that shit in, deal with it. Just don't invite it in. You know? You don't need the likes. You don't need fucking accolades and all that shit. What you need is sit down with yourself sometime and figure out just who the fuck you are and what you stand for. Because if you won't stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything. You know? And there's a lot that I'll stand for. You know? And it's usually what's right. And not causing harm, if possible. And helping somebody else that needs help without asking. You just fucking do it sometimes. Sometimes you might want to ask it, you know. Depends on it. Use your fucking wits. But, you know, I guess that's what I got to say about that for right now. As you can see, I'm very passionate about certain things, especially my peace. And there was a time in my life that I didn't. I gotta start watching some of these videos too. I didn't. I would sacrifice my peace so that people would allow me to be around them, whether they liked me or not. I mean, I haven't had too many problems with people not liking me and stuff. I mean, I was odd and weird, especially in junior high, high school and stuff like that. I was picked on. Certain couple individuals, I'm not going to name names, they know who the fuck they are. One of them has been man enough to apologize to me, and we're cool. The other one has not. Tried to throw me over a third floor fucking railing at Noble High School in Berwick, Maine. I'm probably about 16, 17, and Mr. Morrow come by, great big tall fucking skinny dude, about close to 7 feet fucking tall. If he hadn't have been there, it was a straight drop down to the first floor from the third floor. That would have been instant death. But the one that has manned up and grown a set and said, hey, I was wrong for that, right on, we're cool. The other one, well, we're cool because I have forgiven everybody that has done wrong against me, but don't think I've fucking forgotten, motherfucker. You know who the fuck you are. We're just trying that shit right now. You have a definitely different fucking outcome. You definitely have a different fucking outcome, let me tell you. But I forgive you, you know. You're a snot-nosed fucking 6'1" fucking punk, and I was fucking like not even 100 pounds yet, you know. Big fucking man, yeah. I'd still love to see you fucking try it today, motherfucker, because I got something for your ass. But I forgive you, and I'm just saying, I forgive you, but I haven't forgot, you know. I hope you've lived a decent life and everything, and I hope you grow enough fucking balls to be a man sometimes and say, hey, you know what, the only thing I want from you is for you to grow fucking real balls and say, hey, you know what, I was wrong, you know. So, anyway, you know who the fuck you are. Noble High School, class of 1992, figure it the fuck out. But anyway, getting back into my story here. Fucking adulting, yeah, don't need dirty dishes. See, where did we leave off? I was getting ready to head to another foster home. This was 1984. You know, I turned 10 and everything, and seemed like about every 6 months they're removing me or some shit. I don't know if that was by design or if I was just, you know, such a piece of shit of a child that nobody could fucking stand to have me around for more than 6 months. That's what it seemed to me. And I dealt with that for quite a while. So I went and I left there. At this point, I had been in, West Buxton, Sanford, Wells, the Wheelers, the Lids. So this would be alright, yeah, this would be number 6. 6 foster home, and we're not on 2 years yet since my mother gave me up when I was 9. And she gave me up for open adoption, which they never told her where I was. That's why I didn't see her or my family for 13 years. I went to East Baldwin and lived with Phyllis and Bill Farrow. Wonderful, wonderful people. Absolutely incredible people. Treated me with love and kindness. My foster brother Ryan, Billy, Dee Dee, I fucking love you. I would love to reconnect with you. I miss you. Dee Dee and I got very close. Miss Tubin on the friggin', I want to say it's the Salmon Falls River that runs through Buxton. I'm not sure. But we used to go friggin' tubing on this river and stuff. And I had some great memories. And riding around on the dirt bike with Billy and then his old school, mind you, had the Explorer emblem friggin' up on top of the hood and everything, with an old Ford Explorer truck, like a real nice truck and shit, you know. And they And the house they had was pretty cool because my room, you go up, there was two ways to get in. There was like a secret passage. There was this big purple bookcase, and you pull that thing out, and you go down the back stairs. So it was fucking cool. So it was my little hideaway and all that. It was awesome. But Phyllis and Bill were always fair, always gracious. Bill taught me the proper way to eat cornbread because he was from Texas. You take you a cup, bowl, something. Take some good cornbread, crumble it up, put it in there with some milk. Oh my God, try it. Try it. Really, really good. And at this point, I don't know what. I think I was probably I was in finishing fifth, just going into sixth grade. And I went to the school there and everything, and I had a couple friends, and the Pharaohs had some decent extended family around and all that, so it was neat. I mean, I had a good, it was a good time there, and I had seen Phyllis and Bill a couple times after that. I have gone back and visited some of my foster families. I think all of them actually. The only ones that I haven't seen since I was fostered by them was the Swayzes, and I don't know if Ruth and Everett or Paul or anybody. I did meet somebody that was that I was in that foster home with in Orlando, Florida. This was back in 96, 97. I was about 20, 21, 22. Just turned 22, something like that. I had just gotten reunited with my mother and stuff, and I had met this girl, BJ, that was one of my foster sisters in that foster home. You want to see amazing what a small world it is. Because I hadn't seen this girl since I was 9 years old, and I'm like 22. And her sister, Ramona, and everything remembered me and all that. I haven't seen Ramona since then, but I did see BJ and got reunited with her. So that was really cool. Let's backtrack, stay on task here. Doing dishes and stuff. Fucking ADHD's a bitch, but I'm managing it. You know? I have it, it don't have me, and it never fucking will. Or any of my other fucking labels, fucking whatever the fuck they say is wrong with me. Or right with me, who knows? You know? Because I tend to think, mental illness, maybe there's not something wrong with you, maybe there's something fucking right with you and everything else in the goddamn world is wrong, and we figured it the fuck out. You know? But it's just it was a very good time in my life. I was still lonely, but I had some friends. I had a brother there. It was just me and Aaron. Me and Ryan. I'm sorry, Aaron. I don't know why I got Aaron on the brain. It was just me and Ryan Farrow. Shout out to you if this gets you or something. Hope you're doing well, brother. But I'm gonna make me a cup of tea. Hey, look at my cup. Yeah, fucking Wednesdays and shit, man. Let's see. What kind of tea do I need, people? I've got Rosy Mood tea. I've got ginger tea. I've got Bright Balanced green tea with luscious fruits and berries. I've got green tea with probiotics and ginger. I've got mother's milk. I think we'll go with green tea and probiotics. What do you think? See? Decent tea. Drink decent tea. I'm getting away from some of the high caffeine coffee and stuff. I mean, I was taking everyday dose for a while and stuff, but the industry that I'm in is really at the mercy of Mother Nature, and Mother Nature she ain't been too merciful lately. Plus, I have other things going on in my life where whatever. My finances are none of your fucking business. I think it was sometime in the summer. I don't remember what time of year it was, but I remember I got a phone call. And I'd been there probably about 3-4 months, getting ready to gear up to be moved again, because it seemed like that was kind of the norm. 'Cause nobody wanted my fucking ass. I mean, there was something fucking wrong with me. I was just fucking, I was yesterday's news and somebody's unwanted fucking garbage or somebody's unwanted baggage. You know, at that point in my life, that's how I felt. You know, I didn't think anybody would ever want me. I figured, you know, at least here I liked it there. I was like, you know, my thoughts were, you know, why can't I just stay here? You know, well, why do all these people just want me temporarily? You know, why am I good temporarily, but I'm not good forever? You know, and it took me a while to figure that fuck out. Even after I got adopted. You know, but I got the phone call, and it was my mother that wanted to adopt me. The teacher that I met at Mrs. Page's class, and I went to live with them. I turned 11 there. I had just turned 11 when I got there, because the way adoption worked back then, I don't know how it works now. Probably more fucked up than it was back then. Like, even to this day, I went when I was 25 years old. I went to DHHS, Portland, Maine, sat down with Debbie Amoroso, who at that time was the head of Child Protective Services, and she said, Tim, I don't feel comfortable letting you look at your file unless you're here with a clinician or a psychiatrist, because we don't know how you're going to react. They fucked me up that bad. Newsflash, if I can, I'm going to get compensated for that. I still have not seen that file, and I'm going to be 52. It was sitting on. I mean, she freaking pulled out the file, because I've physically seen my file. I haven't gone through it. It's literally about a fucking foot thick. It's fucking crazy. Oh yeah, because it has everything from the first foster home I was in when I was 3 till fucking through my adoption. Every doctor I've seen, every clinician I've been to, every fucking counselor and this and that, because I've been to fucking all of them. And that's why I'm not real big on therapy and going to a counselor and stuff like that. For me, this is kind of a form of therapy. God is my therapist. He's better than any fucking buddy out there. And guess what? He's free. $0 per hour. Can you believe that? Zilch. None. Nada. Nothing. Free while supplies last. And that's a blessing. But I've still yet to look at that file. I'll look at it one of these days. But we're coming up on 25 minutes. But so I got that call, and I went to stay with my parents. And you have to stay with a potential adoptive family for a year. And then you have the decision of if you want to go through with the adoption. So I decided, and I kind of feel guilty, and I feel like I let myself down, because I could have chose to get out of that, you know, because the sexual abuse and stuff and the molestation started right off the rip. You know, as soon as my mother would go to fucking church and stuff, that was it. And my father had full control over that household. My mother, as I had explained, was very soft in the mind. I mean, she was a teacher, and it sucks, on her death certificate, it says friggin' that she had a bachelor's degree. No, she had a master's degree. She was a master of her craft. So I don't know who put that on there wrong, but I'm going to get that fixed, because she deserves it. This woman won a golden apple, okay? That's like the Oscars for teachers. You know, and she was loved by everybody that ever had her class. I mean, and someday I think I'd like to make a movie about her life, because I think her story should be told. She deserves that. And I'm gonna work on it. If somebody out there can help me work on that, I'd appreciate it, because I ain't got a fucking clue what I'm doing. I mean, I know some people out there, I'm not gonna name drop, that do have the expertise and the wherewithal to be able to at least guide me, because I mean, I'd give you a tour of my house and everything, but, you know, and I'm not worried about being judged, because it's not my house, I rent it, but God bless me with it, and I'm very happy to have it, you know. I can afford it. I got friggin' less than $400 to my name right now, but my rent's paid. All my utilities paid, mostly. I know I do have I have a pretty good sized bill coming up for my electric, because I have electric heat. I run 2 space heaters and stuff in here where I live. I live in Appalachia. It's Appalachian Power. They jacked their fucking rates through my light bill ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know if this is like illegal or whatnot, but in the summertime, running a window unit and stuff, it cools most of this whole place down. Cost me about, $50-$60 a month. In the summer, just 2 space heaters. There's one of them down there. I don't know if you can see it. I got another one in my room. But both of those heat up this whole house quite well. $300 a month. $300 a month. Yeah, fucking crazy. But God provides for me, so I'm happy to have it. Kind of lost my thought. So yeah, I had a choice to stay in that home, and by this point, there were 2 reasons. One, my father said if I told that he could always send me back, and he knew that was my biggest fear. And I didn't want to go back into the fucking system no more. I was done with the fucking system. Because the system sure as fuck wasn't done with me. They would have moved me until people got fucking sick of me, basically, is the way I saw it. Until I aged out at 18. Because once you age out at 18, you're done. You're on your own. All these homeless teenagers and shit running around today, a lot of them are out there because they aged out of the fucking system that was built to help them. No, the fuck it was not. It was built for money. Get it right. DHS and Child Protective Services are child snatchers, and they do what they do for fucking money. Yes, there are exceptions to the rule. There are some good friggin' social workers and everything else. And there are some fucking heroes mixed in. But for someone that went through that shit for most of my life, I'm living fucking proof. I've been there. I've seen the ugly. I've seen the good. I've seen all of it. It's all fucking bullshit. They do not give a fuck about your kids, you, or you getting them back if you have lost them. Do not let DHS into your fucking life if you can help it. Please, if you have children and you're struggling, do not let DHS into your life. Unless they have to be. If you're fucking up, you're doing drug deals in front of your kid or some shit like that, or you're fucking loading your kid up in the fucking car seat to go get some fucking dope or something, then yeah. Maybe you ought not to have them kids. Right now. Don't get me wrong. I believe every kid should have a family. But I also believe that bearing children should be licensed and regulated too. Because you got to have a license for every fucking thing else, but any goddamn idiot in this world can go out, bear a kid, and fuck its life all up. I don't think that's right. I think that needs to be regulated. That's just my personal opinion. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit long here. So my next episode will center on, the first year that I was there, and because I had to stay there for exactly a year to be able to get legally adopted, and then we will go on from there. But anyway, again. Let's say hi to George. George wants to say hi. He's sleeping. Hi, George. Say hi, George. Yes, George. But anyway, if you want to give somebody a true gift, give the gift of yourself. Yeah, my skin's dry as fuck. I don't care. I put lotion on. It put the lotion on its skin, so it's not going to get the hose again. It's going to put some more lotion on its skin, so it never gets the hose. Isn't that right, precious? Yeah. I'm in rap form today. But anyway, as always, if you feel alone and unloved, I've got a fucking nose here to deal with it. Just know that as long as I draw breath, someone in this world loves you. One, at least, just always know, when you feel unloved, you remember this beautiful face and my voice. Tim loves you. George loves you. God loves you, or whatever you choose to believe in. At least please believe in something. Yeah. If you don't believe in anything, you need to think about that. Spend some. I'm being serious. Really spend some time on that, because if you don't believe in anything, as I've said before, look at your life. Look at the things that you've been through. Look at the situations that you've come out of unscathed. Or even the ones you've come out of scathed. Did you die? Who the fuck do you think kept you alive? If it wasn't you training on something like that,